Welcome to the first episode of my pulp project. Hi, I'm Annie, and what is my pulp project? Well, my pulp project is I will read one pulp story for every year starting in 1890 till, well, the present day now. And it is also August, so it is GarBaugus time, and there are weekly prompts, there is a bingo card, and there is all kinds of fun stuff you can read, but you can also watch trashy films as long as it is in celebration of pulp fiction, because we are definitely not looking down on garbage and trashy and pulpy novels, stories, and films. Anyway, this event is hosted by Criminali, and it is also co-hosted by a bunch of people, of which I am one of them. Now, I do know that the pulps, the pulp magazines and pulp novels started in 1896. But as a short stories magazine was immensely popular, and it helped to popularize the short fiction, I will start my pulp project in 1890. And as one of the things you can do for a GarbAugust is to read pulp or watch pulp films from as many decades as you can find. So some of the co-hosts are concentrating on one decade. I am concentrating on the decade 1890 till 1900. So, although Short Stories magazine wasn't published on pulp paper back in 1890, it had pulp stories in it. And it were in serials also, but it was published for the masses. Well, the regular Joe, if you want to put it that way. And it covered a wide range of genres and is considered as a quality pulp magazine in the early years anyway. In the August issue of 1890, you can find My Favorite Murder by Ambrose Bierce. You can find this story, it is short story, in the short stories collection The Parenticide Club by Ambrose Bierce, which is free and available on Project Gutenberg. I'll put a link in the description box below. But I'm getting ahead of myself, but that doesn't matter. The theme for GarbAugust week 3 is sex and or violence. Well, this doesn't have sex in it, but it has plenty of violence. And it is about the narrator who stands trial for murdering his mother in a very, very gruesome manner. And it is really very funny story. That it isn't gruesome at all when you read about it. It has dark humor in it, which I found just excellent. It has, although it's a short story, it has enough plot twists and turns to keep me entertained. And the descriptions are very vividly described, which, well, I had to laugh out loud, I must admit. The whole situation is too absurd. And the overall rhythm of the writing I also find excellently done. Some people say murder isn't a laughing matter, but you must think of the fact that laughing at serious stuff and drama is and really not fun stuff, but laughing at it is a way of coping with things. It's a coping mechanism. And when I look at myself, I try to laugh at serious stuff as much as possible, because without humor, satire, and the absurdity, life would be too challenging for me anyway. But that is just my personal opinion about it. So I do appreciate dark humor and such things. One of the questions on the GarBingo card, you can choose also a lot of prompts on the bingo card, is a host recommendation, and this, my favorite murder by Ambrose Bierce, is my personal host recommendation for you. So I really, it's a quick read, it's free, so I can highly recommend you read this short story. Now, what are your GarbAugust plans? What are you reading for GarbAugust? Let me know. In the meanwhile, keep those pulp juices flowing, and I hope to see you in the next video.